Boxing truth here. Billy Joe Saunders, WBO king in the middleweight division. He's already spitting some fire on Twitter, saying he's going to school David Lemieux in his own backyard. The fight's been finalized for December 16th, live on HBO. Decent middleweight title fight to end the year on HBO. And it's actually a fight worth watching when it comes to Billy Joe Saunders. His last two fights were not very memorable fights. One was a very bad performance. One was an improvement from his performance against Akavov. Beat Willie Monroe, but wasn't necessarily all that impressive or all that eye-catching or very exciting or entertaining with the way he went about things in that victory over Willie Monroe Jr. But this is a solid title defense for Billy Joe Saunders. This is a fight that people feel he's going to get knocked the fuck out in. It's a fight people are going to count him out in. And it's a mandatory title defense, so this is a good mandatory defense for Billy Joe. If he beats David Lemieux and does it with style, he will get some respect from the boxing community, which has been lacking these days. His reign as WBO king has been atrocious, has not been very impressive, and in fact, the guy he beat in Chris Eubank Jr. has surpassed him in popularity in terms of name recognition. And he's gonna get hell of a purse for his fight against George Groves if he wins. So Billy Joe is a champion, and Chris Eubank parading around with a fake belt. He's getting more recognition, getting more fanfare, and getting bigger purses to go along with it. Not very good days to be Billy Joe Saunders. But the fight was made. It was good to see the deal could be made between Warren and Oscar, Golden Boy. There was some concern that Warren was going to push for the purse bid since Billy Joe wanted David Lemieux to come to the UK. But since Golden Boy was able to bring some HBO money to the table, and considering Billy Joe can't even sell out the Copper Box in his last two fights, a small-ass arena, Billy Joe is going to get a much better offer to come to the States instead of pushing for home court advantage. And this is why he's going to Canada, because of the Canadian market, HBO backing it. There's just more money on the table to come to North America for this fight, not the US, my bad. So it's a good opportunity for Billy Joe. He's actually showing a lot of confidence by not putting up any problems for coming to David Lemieux's backyard to make the fight to defend his title. It's a good opportunity to, display his skills, a potential Golovkin-Canelo winner opponent for down the line, and there is some business to be done in the middleweight division on HBO. HBO's got all the top middleweights. They pretty much got the middleweight division under control. Now with Billy Joe added to the mix and David Lemieux looking to become a two-time world champion, this is a very important fight for both guys. The winner will get a much bigger opportunity. Perhaps a potential Danny Jacobs fight prior to the Golovkin-Canelo rematch, which is in the works. So the middleweight division is popping, man. There's some things happening. Guys are fighting each other. Jamal Charlo, he's the only odd man out. It's going to be a little tough for him to get fights since he's on the other side, and HBO is running things in the middleweight division. So hopefully Charlo can get in the mix sooner or later. But for this fight, a lot of people are counting out Billy Joe. When it comes to his statements that he's going to come to Montreal and school David Lemieux, I say that's a very strong possibility. Billy Joe is much faster, better defensive fighter. He's awkward in the ring. Not an easy guy to fight because of his speed and agility and his southpaw style, his rhythm. He's a tricky guy to fight. Not an easy guy to hit. Not an easy guy to time because he's pretty quick himself. And David Lemieux's foot speed won't match Billy Joe Saunders. So Saunders got a big advantage when it comes to speed, athleticism. His style could give David Lemieux fits. Maybe David Lemieux won't be able to land anything clean or anything significant in the fight. This could be the reason why, besides money, Billy Joe is so confident in taking this fight on enemy territory, as a road warrior, on the road, when he could have pushed for the fight to be in the UK. So major confidence being shown by Billy Joe. I actually think he'll be the favorite in this fight. And looking at the style, you may have to lean towards Billy Joe, but no official prediction just yet. Just, looking at the styles of both fighters, looking at their recent performances. Just let me say this, don't count out Billy Joe. He may just school David Lemieux in his own backyard. But y'all let me know what you think. This is Boxing Truth. I'm out.